the city. Tiny snow against the street. You wrapped your sweater around my shoulders while your hands searched for my heat. Streetlights glow through frozen silence, like gold stars beneath the dark. And somehow your quiet kindness lit a fire inside my heart. Your sweater in winter still carries your perfume. Every thread still whispers low about the nights with you. Even when December fades and spring begins again, your sweater in winter still keeps me warm. We stayed inside all evening, watching old black and white films, sharing stories about heartbreak and all the places we had been. You fell asleep beside me while soft jazz played downstairs. And honestly, no dream I've had could ever compare. Maybe love is something simple, tiny moments people miss, like warm hands in winter silence and a quiet midnight kiss. Your sweater in winter still hangs beside my bed, like the ghost of something beautiful that never truly left. Every page inside this notebook carries traces of your name, tiny hearts and unfinished poems written during sleepless days. I would draw your smile in corners while pretending not to care, but the truth was always simple. I was falling hard back then. Your name in my notebook still feels beautiful today. Even though the years have passed, the feelings never changed. Every line and every word still carries pieces of you. Your name in my notebook still feels brand new. pages late at night before I sleep, like revisiting a younger girl who loved too honestly. Maybe we were just a chapter, maybe not forever meant, but some names stay in your heartbeat long after the story ends. Ink may fade with passing years, but love survives inside the tears. And somewhere in these pages worn, you still live on. Your name in my notebook will stay until the end, like a quiet little secret I'll never forget. Winter came to Maple Street, covering everything in white. Your footprints disappeared by morning. After our last fight, streetlights blurred beneath the snowfall, like tears against the dark. And honestly, I knew right then you'd already left my heart. Winter on Maple Street still freezes parts of me. Every quiet December night brings back your memory. No fire could warm the emptiness you left behind that year. Winter on Maple Street still lives here. Your favorite diner closed last spring. The bookstore changed its name, but somehow every corner still feels haunted by our days. I tried to love somebody new, but every road led back to snowflakes falling silently onto our past. Some heartbreaks arrive like blizzards, slow and impossible to stop. Winter on Maple Street still drifts through every dream, like frozen little pieces of what we used to be. You arrived without warning, like spring after endless rain. Suddenly the world felt lighter, just hearing you say my name. You knew every hidden crack inside my restless heart. And somehow with your quiet kindness, you stitched the pieces back. Maybe you were my Wonderwall, the one I leaned on through it all. Every lonely midnight drive, every time I wanted to fall, you held me steady through the storms, like a light beyond the dark. Maybe you were my Wonderwall from the start. stayed awake till sunrise, talking underneath the sheets, sharing every fear and secret like fragile honesty. You traced circles on my shoulder while the city slept outside. And honestly, I never thought love could feel this alive. Some people enter quietly, but change your entire life. Maybe you were my Wonderwall, even if we didn't last. Some love stay forever, long after they pass. Tiny vinyl shop downtown, dust floating through golden light. You were searching through old records on a rainy afternoon, Fleetwood playing in the background while your fingers brushed my hand. And somehow that tiny moment changed every future plan. Final shot, romance still spinning in my head like old songs that never fade. No matter how much time passes, every crackle, every tune still reminds me of you. Final shop romance still plays on. We spent hours there together, talking music and old dreams. You said heartbreak sounds much better on forgotten vinyl sleeves. Then the owner closed the shutters, but we stayed outside till dark, sharing cigarettes and stories beneath the city sparks. Some songs become memories, some memories become love, and some loves stay forever like melodies do. Final shop romance still echoes through my soul like a record left spinning long after goodbye. You carry that blue umbrella, walking slowly through the rain. Tiny puddles by your footsteps, like a scene inside a film. I was standing at the crossing, trying not to stare too long, but something in the way you smiled made my lonely heart feel known. Blue umbrella in the storm, you became my safest home. Every rainy afternoon still reminds me of you. Even when the skies turn gray, colors all my days. Blue umbrella in the storm still keeps me warm. We shared coffee at the corner while thunder rolled above. You laughed softly at my nervousness, and suddenly there was love. Hours disappeared like smoke as we talked about our lives, and I realized that evening some souls arrive at the perfect time. Funny how a simple rain can completely change your fate. One umbrella, one small smile, and suddenly everything changed. Blue umbrella in the storm, you still shine through every storm. Even if you're far away, your love remains. Morning sunlight through the curtains, golden dust across the bed. You were sleeping softly beside me, with messy curls around your head. Outside taxis filled the avenue. Birds began their gentle songs, but honestly I wanted badly for the night to last much longer. Sunrise through the curtains, falling softly on your skin, made ordinary moments feel like cinema again. Every sleepy little smile still warms my lonely mind. Sunrise through the curtain still shines tonight. You reach slowly for my fingers, half awake and half in dreams, then whispered something barely audible, still sweeter than anything. Coffee brewing in the kitchen, old guitar beside the chair. Suddenly the world felt simple because you were there. Maybe heaven isn't distant, maybe it's these quiet things. Morning light and tired eyes, and someone who stays. Sunrise through the curtains still glows inside my chest. Of every morning I have known, that one was the best. Soft nylon guitar fading, bird and ears, gentle female disco lights shimmered through the smoky room. You were dancing with your eyes closed, like sadness couldn't reach you. Silver earrings catching neon, hair spinning through the dark. And honestly, the whole damn moon stopped when you moved your heart. Dancing queen tonight, you made broken people smile. Every lonely soul around you forgot their pain a while. Even now when midnight comes, I still see you in those lights. Dancing queen tonight. Pull me toward the dance floor, though I said I couldn't dance. Then laughed so hard beside me that I finally took the chance. Outside winter froze the city, but inside we felt alive. Like music and cheap disco lights could somehow save our lives. Some people glow naturally without even trying. Dancing queen tonight, still spinning in my mind like glitter in the darkness. Impossible to hide. Cherry lipstick on the coffee cup, still sitting by the sink. Tiny traces of your presence everywhere I look tonight. Your perfume lingers in the hallway like a ghost that won't let go. And suddenly this quiet apartment feels colder than before. Cherry lipstick goodbye still stains my heart tonight. Even after all this time, I still see your eyes. Every little thing you left still keeps your memory alive. Cherry lipstick goodbye still hurts sometimes. I replay our final evening like a movie in my head, trying hard to find the moment where our love began to end. You smiled softly through the sadness while your suitcase touched the floor. And honestly, I think a part of me walked out that door. Some goodbyes are quiet storms, breaking everything slowly without a single scream. Cherry lipstick goodbye still echoes in this room like the scent of your perfume long after you moved. dashboard, crackling softly as it played. Every song became a doorway back to younger, reckless days. You would sing beside the window, missing half the words somehow. But I swear those broken melodies still sound perfect to me now. Cassette tape memories spinning slowly in my mind, keeping every laugh alive from another time. Though the years keep rolling on, your voice still sings along. Cassette tape memories, never really gone. We got lost beyond the highway, driving nowhere late at night. Tiny diners, neon signs, and headlights cutting through the dark. You leaned your feet against the dashboard and whispered, "Don't grow old too fast." I didn't know back then how quickly moments pass. Maybe life keeps changing songs, but some records still play on. Like your laughter through the static, soft but strong. Cassette tape memories still echo in my soul, like a soundtrack to love I'll never let go. Evening clouds turn pink and orange, summer drifting through the air. You were laughing by the roadside with the sunlight in your hair. Old radio inside the car, playing songs from long ago. And somehow that tiny moment felt like home I'd always known. Strawberry skies above our heads, you resting softly on my chest. Every little sunset glow made me never want to go. If forever had a color, it would look like this tonight. Strawberry skies burning softly in your eyes. Drove slowly through the countryside, windows open to the breeze, talking about dreams and old regrets like kids beneath the trees. Then your fingers touched my hand, and suddenly my heartbeat knew of all the roads I could have taken. I was meant to find you. Some sunsets disappear too fast, but their colors always last. Like your laughter in my soul, long after the night grows cold. Strawberry skies tonight still shimmer in my mind, like the sweetest little memory could never hide. We don't talk like we used to. Now your name feels strange to say. Conversations turn to silence somewhere along the way. I still scroll through old messages late at night when I can't sleep, searching for the version of us we somehow couldn't keep. Funny how two people can go from everything to strangers passing quietly. We don't talk like we used to. No more midnight telephone calls, no more laughing through the darkness, no more waiting in the hall. Now the silence sounds so heavy, like a house after the rain. We don't talk like we used to, and nothing feels the same. I still remember every detail, how your voice could calm my storms, how your hand fit perfectly wrapped around my arm. Now I hear you're doing better. Someone said you smile again, and honestly that should make me happy, but it only hurts instead. Maybe love doesn't always end with screaming or goodbye. Sometimes it slowly disappears right before your eyes. We don't talk like we used to, but your ghost still calls my name in every quiet room I enter, in every midnight train. Even if the world keeps turning, part of me still stays back when we still talked like we used to. Party lights were fading, people slowly saying goodbye, but you pulled me toward the garden beneath the quiet midnight sky. No music left was playing, only crickets in the dark. Yet somehow our footsteps made a rhythm in my heart. One more slow dance tonight before the morning steals the light. Hold me like the world might end, and time won't come again. Every breath and every glance feels too beautiful to lose. One more slow dance softly on my shoulder, while the cold breeze touched the trees. And for one brief perfect moment, life became incredibly sweet. Then you whispered very softly, "Promise you'll remember this." I didn't know that years from now I still would. Some dances never really end, they just keep replaying in your head, like shadows moving through the dark inside your heart. One more slow dance tonight still lingers in my life, like the last scene of a movie I replay every night. Your letter smelled like pinewood and cigarettes in the rain, folded softly in my dresser, like fragile little flames. You wrote about the mountains and tiny roadside bars, about missing me at midnight beneath unfamiliar stars. Pinewood letters still scattered through my room. Every sentence carries pieces of a love that disappeared too soon. Though the ink begins to fade, your voice still lingers there. Pinewood letters still keep me company. One said you were thinking of me while snow-covered Tennessee. Another simply read, "I hope you still dream of me." Funny how a few small pages can completely wreck your heart, like little paper time machines tearing you apart. Some people leave behind memories, others leave behind entire worlds. Pinewood letters still whisper after dark, like old folk songs, broken but beautiful. holding coffee in cold fingers, watching trains pass by. No one noticed when she cried there, tiny tears against the steam. Because heartbreak always hides itself inside ordinary scenes. The girl at the train station still waits there in my mind, like a photograph forgotten, somewhere lost in time. Every whistle in the distance still sounds like goodbye. The girl at the train station never left that night. You were supposed to meet her at 8:15 sharp, but fear arrived before you did, and silence played its part. Now every December evening she returns there in her head, to the platform where forever ended before it began. Sometimes love dies quietly, without anyone noticing. The girl at the train station still carries your name, like luggage too heavy to carry away. The sky was slowly turning silver as the stars began to fade. You sat beside the open window while my guitar softly played. Neither one of us was ready for the morning light to come, because somehow deep inside us we both knew this night was done. Last song before dawn, please don't end too soon. Let this melody survive a little longer in the room. Every note tonight feels harder to let go. Last song before dawn, I'm not ready yet. You closed your eyes while humming to the final chord I played, and for one brief fragile moment all our sadness slipped away. Then the silence slowly found us, in my soul. Though the night has disappeared, I still hear you close. Soft nylon guitar fades, gentle female humming, morning ambience. Champagne glasses on the counter, lipstick stains along the rim. You were crying in the bathroom, trying hard not to give in. I knocked softly on the doorway, asked if you were doing fine. Then you laughed through all the sadness and poured another glass of wine. Champagne after heartbreak tastes bitter on the tongue, but somehow through the sadness, healing slowly comes. Every tear and every laugh still carried pieces of us. Champagne after heartbreak still sparkles in the dark. We dance slowly in the kitchen to an old forgotten song. Two exhausted, broken people trying hard to move along. And you looked at me and whispered, maybe pain will someday fade. And honestly, I think that moment was the first step toward okay. Sometimes healing isn't pretty, sometimes it arrives in waves. But even shattered hearts can change. Champagne after heartbreak still glimmers in my mind, like proof that even sadness can leave beauty behind. I folded your sweater away tonight, after months beside the chair. The scent of you was almost gone, but somehow still there. My hands move slow across the fabric, like touching something breakable. And suddenly the quiet apartment didn't feel livable. I folded your sweater away, but not the memories, not the nights you held me close, or the way you looked at me. Some things fit inside a box, some things never leave. I folded your sweater away, but not you. Sad rain rolled down the windows, city lights blurred silver blue. I sat alone beside the closet, trying hard not to miss you. Funny how the smallest objects can destroy your heart somehow. One old sweater in the darkness, and I'm falling apart now. Maybe healing starts like this, tiny painful little steps, learning how to touch the past without collapsing. I folded your sweater away with shaking hands tonight, but part of me still hopes you'll ask for it back.